Welcome, guys, to MLB The Show 16. Been dying for this game. Just been so pumped for the Series baseball season. Of course, being a Cubs fan, this is probably one of our probably our best chance at winning it all. But I'll discuss that later. But today we are starting a new Road to the Show. I haven't had a Road to the Show series since MLB 14. 15 I just did a review because I still didn't have quite the hardware, but now we have the hardware. And right now, creating my legend. As always, we will be Jay Williams. That's just always who we've been. And as always, we'll be pitching because that's what I'm good at. For those of you new to the channel, I pitched in high school, and I've been pitching since I was about 9 or 10, and I did it until I stopped playing baseball about senior year of high school. So, always a pitcher. I was also an outfielder, but pitching was what I loved doing, and being a lefty, I was quite the commodity to have. So, but yeah, just a basic character. Nothing new here. That's why I'm kind of speeding it up. Have it going at like triple time. I was real excited to get the game. For those of you that don't know, I buy hard copies of games. My character kind of looks like Edge from WWE. Just now realized that. It's great. Should rename him Adam Cole. But anyway, I buy hard copies of video games. I'm not really a fan of the digital download because I like having a physical copy of a game. So I didn't get the game until about 5 o'clock after work at 5. So, been dying to play. Went through, of course, the creating and all my scouting, and I've been drafted, and thought I'd get a video out now before I start actually playing actual games as my starting pitcher. But it's exciting. I like the new system this year, with you going, you go to your scout day, and they have you do something real simple. For pitchers, it's pretty simple what they have you do. Make sure you hit your locations with your pitches. Of course, you can only have 3 pitches when you start out. You have to add pitches later. I think you can actually add a pitch because you start out with 500 skill points or whatever they call it in this game. And so I think you can add 1 pitch, but it's not really worth it. At least I don't think. So I think it's better to just develop the pitches early and go from there. But yeah, but the scout day is kind of cool, like I said. And then instead of playing 3 showcase games, it's only 2, which makes it a little bit quicker. And you get a good evaluation when you do it. So I actually ended up, I won't give away when I'm getting drafted, but I got a good draft pick, and I'm happy with the team I picked, or I was picked by. I think it'll work out pretty well. I'm excited to get this season going, honestly. But for this year's season, or this year's game, we'll probably do multiple seasons, at least 2 or 3. Hopefully, it depends on if we get these goals done. Now, I have some short-term goals for this first season. For this first season, I'd like to at least reach the major leagues. I mean, even if I'm a September call-up, reach the major leagues, have a start in my season. Now, this will be AA, AAA, and the majors combined. I would like 150 Ks is what I'm shooting for. Ks are strikeouts, for those of you not familiar with baseball. Which, if you're not, why are you watching this? You're probably watching it for me, and I love you for that. Thank you. Thank you for putting up with baseball just for me. I know I'm worth it. Anyway, 150 strikeouts, less than 50 walks in the season. Now, I'm usually not that. Usually, I can play a whole franchise season and not get any walks with all of my pitchers. But sometimes you have a rough day. So yeah, less than 50 walks. I'd like an ERA under 3. That's a pretty stellar pitcher. If you think about it, that's less than 3 runs per 9 innings. That's a pretty good goal to shoot for. And then I'd like 20 quality starts. Quality start, for those of you who don't understand the statistic, it's, I believe, 7 innings. I think it's 7 innings, less than 3 runs allowed. So that will go in with my ERA of 3. Of course, starting out, I'll probably only go 4 or 5 innings until I get the stamina up and I can limit my pitch count. Pitch count's always a huge thing. But those are my seasonal goals. And then career goals. Well, I'd like to win the Cy Young. I want to break either the single season. We'll shoot for the single season strikeout record. I'd have to play it like 10 seasons at least to break the Nolan Ryan record. That one, very hard. It will be very hard to break. I'd have to play multiple seasons and have 200 something, almost 300K seasons, and that would be hard. We'll just go for the single season, which I still think is Nolan Ryan's, but we can always try for it. I'd like to win a postseason game and a World Series game. Those are two I think would be very, very helpful. Those have kind of a secondary goal that isn't really written down, which would be make the postseason. I think it was in 2013 I made the postseason. I was with the Cubs. That was a fun series. I actually got to play as my actual team. And this is a strange thing with the Scout Day. You do the dash, and it gives you a time, but it never gave you there was not like a button mashing thing or nothing, no kind of, fill up this meter to get a certain speed. I think it has a lot to do with your actual speed. I don't think that stat really has anything to do with anything as far as your skills, but for pitchers, all you gotta do with your 3 or 4 pitches if you have them, or if you one of those kind of people that pay for the stubs, which why? It's not worth it. I mean, it takes away the idea of grinding to get to the majors. But anyway, you just gotta hit your spots with your pitches, and I start out all right, and then I do gain some draft stock with my locations, as you can see the meter on the very top there. But yeah, those are some goals. If you have any suggestions on goals you'd like to see me shoot for, totally can. I know in past games I was shooting for the pitcher's most stolen bases by a pitcher, which isn't actually a stat that the game keeps. You have to look elsewhere to find it. I think it's in your like when you compare your person to the community type of deal. But maybe have 5 home runs. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. 5 home runs in a season. Or career. Let's go to career. 10 home runs. That'll be a cool one to shoot for. I'm just really thinking of these off the top of my head. Yeah, we gotta have some offensive. I want to be one of those well-rounded pitchers. One of those guys you don't want to see come up to bat either. Kind of a to use my Cubbies as a reference, kind of a Jake Arrieta. That guy can hit. Travis Wood can hit, even though he's not really starting anymore, but he can still hit. There's other pitchers that hit. I haven't been focusing on baseball in a while, since October. But I'm excited for this game. Hope you guys are excited. This was the end of Scout Day. I actually did fairly well. I got set the bar real high for myself, and I was able to reach it again in the next start. So look forward to that video coming out soon. I'm gonna try and get these videos out as quick as humanly possible. So please stick around. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Let me know what you thought of this first little tidbit with the Scout Day and all that great stuff. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep on gaming.